If you are logging into MyTEAM today, this is what matters. Happy Thursday, everybody. Big drop coming tomorrow. We will move and groove in the auction house accordingly. Plus, we'll catch up on some challenges. Let's go ahead and dive right in. For dailies, we do need to go to multiplayer. Just play one, don't have to win, get a few stats, and then win 2 total games, online or off. Season 4 to have nothing new today. I think it's the last day for Crossroads Hall of Fame option pack, 21 hours to get it done. I definitely recommend prioritizing this one. Key at clutch time challenge, no timer, but definitely get that legend option pack and the 3 free pink diamonds. Other than that, just keep track of some of your season-long grinds there. Weekly challenges, we did touch on it yesterday. We actually got it done in the video. Definitely do this. I know it's, maybe a little sweaty. You got to get online. It can also be done in salary cap. I was just thinking about that. You could easily build out a really good salary cap team with some greatness players in it, and maybe in 1 or 2 salary cap games, you can get a free legend badge. And again, just think of how rewarding that is compared to this, where you would have to grind 2,500 points in salary cap. That is probably 15 games at least. So compared to maybe 2 or 3 to give you that legend badge, just a really good example of value. And that's what we always seek on this channel, is challenges that provide us value. And this is so much better because it's 2 legend badges and it's pick 15. So again, prioritize that one, and prioritize this one as well. Sorry, this is the one where you actually would play in salary cap. So this one's just 1 legend badge, but still, you would need to have 2,500 points in salary cap. That's 15, 20 games to get this same reward. This can be done probably in 2 to 3 games of salary cap, 4 to 5 games of triple threat park, or maybe even 1 to 2 games of showdown if you use the right lineup. So definitely prioritize it if you have the time. Other than that, nothing new down here. We haven't clicked on this in a while, but make sure you do it. I talked about it early in the channel and I promised we'd get it done. Well, we did get it done. Another free Hall of Fame badge. So nothing really too new in the challenges today. It's Thursday. Tomorrow there'll definitely be some good content, at least with a new set and some challenges associated. But of course, greatness is live and well, and we're slowly but surely making progress, just day over day. I think we made like 200 threes yesterday, and we got a lot of assists. I think we got like 250, 300 assists, plus some scoring and some dunks. I think Bird and AI will be coming next, and then probably Steph, and then finally Blake. Slowly but surely, I do think eventually we'll get Wade. It's looking like we will get Wade eventually. And we'll see, who we end up using, but more cards, the merrier. That's always my mindset. And been having a lot of fun with these reward games because you get some pretty good pink diamonds. There's a couple fun. We mentioned Connie Hawkins. That Joe Caldwell card is actually kind of nice. Maybe not necessarily super meta, but definitely some fun cards there. Season 40, just keep a tab on things. Make sure you get to season 40. It is our level 40. It is the anchor of our grind. And with all the rep opportunities, we are very close to diamond. I'm excited for those 20 coach points and a 4th coach. This will be absolutely huge. I know my face is kind of blocking it, but making some great progress there. For the play tabs, it's Thursday. The daily requires us to go online, so I'll play a little park. And other than that, probably just some breakout. Maybe later on stream, we can have some fun, play park again, or whatever we want to get into. Domination is great. Make sure you take care of that if you can. And of course, the exhibitions. Getting some really good ones. Can't do this one, but that is all good. So it is a bit of a quieter day. I would just focus on whatever you're grinding on, whatever is fun to you. Not a huge agenda on the day here on this channel, at least. Really just going to do some casual breakout grinding and park grinding while I keep going after greatness. We've said, greatness is going to be a slow burn for me, and I realistically still have a ton of work to do. 800 threes, 700 threes. It's a lot of 3-pointers. I'm doing it as quick as I can, but if some of it takes a little longer, it's fine. But my thought is there's not a ton to do right now, and as far as these last few days. So I was really happy to prioritize greatness, but soon there might be some park streaks I'm going for, King of the Court, and then I could pause greatness a little bit and catch up with it again. But in my mind, I'm like, might as well take advantage. They just released it. We have a little bit of lull. There's probably a festival coming eventually. Might as well use this time just to get ahead of greatness. And some of those cards look really fun. I am very excited to get Steph Curry. I've heard some really good things about this card. I think in the right hands he'll be great. Maybe a little undersized, but they did his defense such good justice. And look at these playmaking skills. 99 ball handle, 99 pass accuracy, 99 3-point. What's his driving layup? 99. Goodness gracious. This is actually a pretty good card, and his defense is fine. 93 perimeter. They even gave him 84. Steal 98. The one thing I noticed, obviously speed's going to be off the charts, is this strength. That's not great, and you may want to add, he comes with brick wall, so that's nice. Does he have a movable enforcer? He does on Hoth. So I'm considering putting a strength tank over on him. I know that could be really silly, giving this guy, a 3-point range, what is it, savant or deep bomber, whatever you want to call it, could be so glitchy. This guy could probably shoot from half court, and that's kind of what you want from Steph Curry. It might be a little funny to put a strength takeover on him, but that's the one stat that could kind of be boosted, and I want him to be really good on defense. Something that we will analyze as we go, and very excited to get this Larry card. When the Galaxy Opal Larry came out, I was pretty high on that card. I never actually ended up buying one, but I did make a few bids around 500K. And you can compare the two cards. This Dark Matter is significantly better than that Galaxy Opal. I won't do a direct comparison right now, but some key stats, this Larry Bird and badges, he is significantly better. And that Larry Bird card, he's gone down a bit now, but that was a $500,000 MT card. This card's even better. On the open market, this would be close to $1 million card probably, at least for a little bit. So this is a very good card. I think not a ton of people have been playing with them, but I'm excited. Look at that, 95 speed, 95 agility, 95. They made this card so good at defense. Very excited to get this card and add him to the lineup. So again, just a great time to focus on some greatness challenges while we're grinding the game, and we are very excited to bring some of them home. We can do a daily lineup check. We'll probably start working that in just to keep up with what I'm doing. Lineup's kind of in flux right now. I'm actually impressed with this Brook Lopez. Look, anytime we have a 7-footer that can shoot, it's going to pique my interest. And, backup center behind Hansen, even starting Hansen, and I could go 1-2 power forward with Sar and KG. It's things I'm considering. Eventually, we probably will make a big purchase at center and get like a top tier center, maybe a Wemby or maybe a Porzingis, someone comparable. We will see. And then, of course, shooting guard could definitely be upgraded. I actually have a bid on a pretty juicy Grant Hill. And that does take us into our auction house segment. We can just go quickly and look at the Grant Hill that I'm bidding on. I know we always like to review some of the things. He ends in a little bit, but these are the kind of deals I'm looking for. This is not your normal Grant Hill. What does he have? 28 Hoffs, 5 Legends. Maybe I can snag him for bid because Grant Hill's price is really just floating around 100K. And if you can find one with so many extra good badges, look at the badges, shifty and set shot. Really, really nice. And when we look, these are the type of deals that I like. Cards that are sitting around, 100K, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, but you can find ones that just have a weird amount of badges. So here's a base Grant Hill, 18 gold, 10 Hoffs, sitting at 100K buyout. There's really none, 100K bid. There's really none listed below 100K. So my thought process is, well, if I can get one with 20 extra Legend and Hoffs combined for around 100K, it's a good deal. Maybe not a flip. Again, most of our flips are at the buyout level, but it's at least a safe elite card. This is a really good card. Not quite as good as the T-Mac I had, but does a lot of things very close to as good. 6'8" at the shooting guard. I know a lot of people like this card. We've been eyeing him for a bit, and his price is just so good right now. If I got either one of these guys at 100K, that's a great card for 100K. Borderline elite card for 100K. Comparable, to some of the Dark Matters and Galaxy Opals that are, that level, they're $1 million cards. Tracy is still $1 million card for the most part. The market is pretty strong right now. It's probably going to stay strong for a bit. There's a 40 Legend Tracy, goodness gracious. But it's probably going to stay strong at least for a couple days, and then it is going to dip down with All-Star. At least that's what I'm expecting. So a couple things that I'm thinking about there. Let's head over to the outcomes and look at what I sold yesterday, because we sold a bunch. We listed a bunch of cards and sold. It's all about those day flips. Larry Hughes selling in the 40s. Again, we got the most expensive one we got was at 30. We got a couple in the 20s, so really good price. I'm even day flipping him, just bidding him in the 20s. Omri at 18 is huge. We mentioned the amethysts because of the super packs. We saw an influx of amethysts Tuesday and Wednesday. I highlighted a few of the better amethysts and won a lot on bid. I was getting Johnny Broom under 5K, and we've sold like 4 or 5 now at 10K and above. So pretty happy with that. We also got some Derek Queens. It was another amethyst. He just, a few hit the market at way too low. Bought a lot of these in the teens and immediately flipped in the 40s. Still have a couple up. So kind of the usual cast of characters you see in here, those, meta cards from the past sets. We did make profit on the Dyson Daniels, got him at 72, flipped for 89. So we made 10K MT, which is nice. On a 70K investment to make 10K MT is really good. But I made 10K on this Eddie Jones, and I only had to risk 40K because he was a 40K card that I sold for 55. So some of these lower end cards, even 50K cards, if you can make 10K on a $40,000 investment, 40,000 MT investment, that is amazing. Even on this Johnny Broom, I got him for like 2-3K a couple times. Most of them were around 4 to 5, but still I'm making almost 10K, and that was like a 2 to 3K MT investment. So you don't always have to risk more to get more. Even, of course, sometimes that opportunity happens when you got to buy a couple higher end cards, but still you can make plenty of profit on some of the lower end cards as well. We will take a moment. Let's go ahead and clear all these out and check back in. All right, and that about clears it out, and it looks like we are going to get very, very close. There it is. We did just hit the 6 million mark, which is very exciting because I still have quite a bit of bids out and quite a bit of equity. But these are some of the things I am bidding on. Allen Houston, Johnny Broom, you can see I have a 2K bid. We're selling him for like 10. Those are really good things. I am honed in on the crystal card, the pink diamond from the newest set, the WNBA. I'm just seeing such good activity, trying to get her in the 30s. That's what I got the first one at, trying to grab this one around there too. And the rest is just some of those, mid-tier meta cards that I understand their prices, and really a good day to make some bids. But let's keep this in mind. Realistically, we may see a dip tomorrow, probably a strong set tomorrow. And tonight on Twitter, it will be leaked. I think it's going to be Lunar New Year. It's going to be a big set. So again, it's Thursday. We have a weekly cycle. Thursday is a potential buy day for us. Little tougher to sell, but on days like today, whatever you buy, I would try to flip pretty quick. Like anything I win today, I'm just going to put right back up. And that's what I've been doing all day. You can see I have a ton of things listed still. Trying to sell everything I can just throughout the day. Like, why not? But tonight when I start hunting, I'm expecting a little dip, which is good. It means it's a bit of a buy window for us, but just realize we may need to hold a couple days. And also, depending on the set, not everything fully bounces back. So what's a good deal today may not be a great deal tomorrow and the next day. It just depends on the set that comes out. We've seen some massive sets released. We know this one, this Crossroads, wasn't super strong, but Beast was very strong. Both the Battleground sets were pretty strong. And when new strong sets come, the hype is all around them. The rest of the market does take a little dip, but we've seen it resurging quite well. The question will be All-Star, which is 2 weeks from now, which is just not a normal set. Typically a set is like 28 cards, 27 cards. Last year at All-Star, all cards combined, they released 81 cards. That is significant. That is not just our typical, weekly cycle where we identify a few meta cards and, the next few days when they're out of packs, they should go up. When you have 81 new good cards, it's going to shift the market as a whole. But that's still 10 plus days away. So I think we're in a good pattern right now where the floor for these cards should be starting to present itself. It's Thursday. Friday, Saturday morning. That's when this floor for these cards is going to present itself. I'm looking at Walker Kessler. How low will he go? What's that game when you have the stick and you got to go under it? I was never good at that game. I am way too big for that. But the question is, how low can you go? And I think this card will get down to 30, but then potentially bump back up. So we're looking for Walker Kessler's really 30 and below, looking for Jerry Sloan's kind of in the 20s. He's a weird card. I'm seeing ones go up for bid in the mid 30s, sometimes mid 20s, but then I sold one for 40. There's only 4 up total right now. Technically one on 35 for buyout, 30 for buyout. Just kind of a weird card. So I'm still looking for not even this 30K. I want a little cheaper. I want in the 20s for Jerry Sloan, but I do see him as an opportunity to go up a bit. The rest, I'm just being a bit conservative, just between us. I don't love any of these pink diamonds. I don't think they're super good. Maybe this Ricky Davis, but he's just been a bit expensive. But he is starting to trickle down. And once again, how low will he go? If we can get Ricky Davis in the 20s, I feel pretty good about that. So I will bid on that. You know, I'm not going to go buy one in the 30s because he's good. He's just not great. Maybe here's an opportunity that doesn't get bought outright. So we'll make a few bids on some of these, but this just wasn't the strongest set. So the ones that I've really highlighted is Walker Kessler and Jerry Sloan. I will try to grab a couple of these guys today, tomorrow, Saturday morning at their absolute floor price. And same with Crystal, the pink diamond WNBA card in the 30s is what I'm looking for her. And these amethysts, some of them are interesting. I recommend, again, how low will you go? I'm going to keep saying it. Some of these are holding a little bit, but when I see 6K buyout not selling, that makes me think this is a 4K and below card. And we've seen these guys get so low. I don't even want to bid more than like 2,500 on these guys. I really don't even want to bid more than 2,000 because we saw some very meta cards get very cheap. People really liked this Noah card. This is a good card. People are singing his praises. 6'8" at the small forward, very good stats. And he's finally rebounding a bit, but I mean, there's 2,500 not selling. So a very good card, a very good amethyst that just can't get over 2,500. He's likely better than some of these amethysts that are sitting at 5, 6K. So invest with caution. Here's 45 not selling. Invest with caution on some of these amethysts. I would really like to get them 2,000 and below, but some are kind of rare. Like look at this Sammy card. She's very rare. I know these WNBA cards just kind of hold a premium. She's 5'10". You know, I don't see this card being super meta for any reason whatsoever. So not sure what is driving her market, but not gonna invest unless I can get her very cheap. And one card that has piqued my interest, shout out King's team. I know my face is kind of blocking it, but we have this Richaun Holmes card. Kind of a good card, actually. When you look at his stats, he's not that bad. I will potentially try him out on the King's theme team, but he can hit an open 3. I'll have to see his jump shot. He can hit an open 3. He has decent driving dunk. Very good ball handle for 6'9". We do like that. And not the best defense, let's be realistic, but good rebound and good speed. Could be decent off the bench. But what I'm finding here is he's pretty low volume. Not a ton. Earlier today, there was none on buyout. So I might try to grab a few of him, willing to bid a little higher, maybe towards 5. This is just kind of an experiment. Maybe the market gets flooded with a bunch of Richaun Holmes and he goes back to that like 2K price. But he does seem to be a little rare, not super meta, but a bit meta. So maybe his price, he does some like Raynaud activity. I mean, Raynaud has been so stable, being at about 20K. He's an amethyst that's just stayed at 20K. Maybe Richaun Holmes does some similar activity. So from this new set, cards I have circled, Richaun Holmes, I'm buying a couple. The rest of the amethyst, maybe at 2K and below, I would try to snag a few. And then other than that, Walker Kessler, ideally below 30, 20s even. Jerry Sloan, below 30, 20s even. And Crystal, in the 30s. I don't think you're going to grab one in the 20s. If you do, you got a really good deal. Hold it for a bit. I think she sells in the 40s, probably 50s when she's out of packs, pretty consistently. And we have seen that with this Kayla McBride. Her price has gone down a little, but she was selling 60s and 50s all day. Now she's in the 40s, even at 49. Great profit if we can grab them in the 30s. So that's what I'm handling on this new set. It's very close to that buy window because we're at Thursday. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Find your deals, find your floor on those cards we just reviewed. And the rest of the sets, really great time to move and groove. Again, we may see a little dip tonight and tomorrow, so just keep that in your bidding strategy. You know, Larry Hughes, I sold mine at 46, and now you see some at 34 not selling, but just list them for 24 hours, because a lot of these are probably just being listed for 4 hours, and guys are like, why aren't they selling? 24 is 6 times more than 4. I'm pretty good at math, guys. 24 is 6 times 4 than more. Okay, whatever. You get the point. You give yourself so much more time for it to sell. So don't list something, you know, at 34 for 4 hours and be like, oh, it didn't sell. List it a little higher for 24 hours, because over the 24-hour cycle, this 34 will probably just get bought or expire. And then someone logs in and the cheapest one is 42 and it just gets bought outright. That's what happened with my Larry Hughes. Even at 46, at one point in a 24-hour span, he was the cheapest Larry and somebody picked him up. That can happen. It can absolutely happen. So that's why we want to use bids. Like, instead of me buying this one at 34 because maybe his price doesn't fully rebound, I'd rather bid at 27. And then even if his new price is 34, I'll still make profit. Just a little bit of a way to kind of protect yourself. But this set is great to move and groove in. Kevin Porter, I mean, I'm just adding them to the list of my daily check-ins. I've already gone through and bid on quite a bit of these. So you can do that for so many sets. Beast is a great set. We have Aldama. We've been making a ton of MT. Look at right here. This is a perfect bid opportunity. Might get bought outright at 23. I mean, this card sells at 30 pretty easily. So wouldn't be surprised if people just buy all three of these outright. So we'll just keep an eye on him throughout the day. Anthony Black, a bit more expensive, but definitely opportunity to make MT. We see a base one at 68 not selling. Makes me think his base price is probably about, 65, maybe 60. It's kind of dipping a little bit just because we got the new set coming. There's a lot of point guards out. So if I can win one in the 50s, I'm interested. But here's one with what? 11 extra Hoff badges sitting at 60. Gotta think he does sell up buyout maybe at 80. So I'll bid up to 63 maybe if I do win this. It's not higher. That's fine. I've hit my profit, point. I don't think I would make profit if I sold them now. So I will just move on. Maybe I bid on this one at 50, but that's just a base. So cards like this, just make the analysis. Eddie Jones can be great profit. He's gone up. He's gone up more and more. Some of these pink diamonds do get rare. Keep an eye on the WNBA pink diamonds. Nothing there for me. But just use the recent sets. It's all good stuff. You guys know the drill. Just come through here. Really, season 3 and 4 is what I'm focused in on. Jumpstart's a great set to trade. Flash is a great set. We've been selling Buzelis's a lot. There's just one up at 40. So if you can get one in the 30s, he will sell. Same with Ace Bailey. And a lot of these other just, decent meta cards. Even Malik Monk, we got a pretty good deal on. Let's see. Yeah, he's like a 20K card consistently. So if you found one on bid, that's a little close for profit point. If you found one on bid at the right price, definitely could make some MT. And let's do a dynamic duo check because they are making a comeback, man. Don't call it a comeback, but it might be a comeback. We are making good MT on Derek Queen. And when I make MT on a card, I like to go back. No profit opportunity right there with just one up. And it just goes to show they can really switch in volume just over a few day period. I mean, I got a Jeremiah Fears on bid on Tuesday for very, very cheap. Think 3K, sold them in the 20s immediately. Now there's only 2 up. Cheapest one is 40. And it's a pattern that I'll just mention, which is when super packs come out on Tuesday, good things can happen that Tuesday and Wednesday for those budget cards. So keep that in mind. And other than that, let's check another dynamic duo. What's another good one that we like? How's Kenny Smith doing? I know everybody got a free Kenny Smith. Man, we traded so much. I probably traded over 100 Kenny Smiths in total. Probably my #1 traded card. And I got off him because I figured everyone's getting a free one. But he's still pretty rare, and it looks like his price has not really taken a hit. Happily will bid maybe 9K on this. I think he still sells in the teens, even with the free one out. And his counterpart, this Shaq, he's been so rare. Fun card, fun amethyst. There's one, not quite my profit point. But again, always have your list of dynamic duos, meta cards you can work with, and use your filters. There's a lot of MT to be made. I think today, since we're kind of hitting the end of the pack cycle, would be a really good day to hunt some cheap pink diamonds. Like, what is the cheapest buyout pink diamond? It's probably 27, 28. Let's see, I'm actually curious. Here we go. It's like 30, and I'm sure you could get some of these. So what I would do, it's about 30. And now just, have your list of players to avoid. Maybe I don't want Bobby Jones. I don't want Wesley Matthews. Have a couple lists just of people you want to avoid, but maximum bid 20. What are some cheap pink diamonds I can bid on? Like this John Starks, he will sell at 33 for sure. So I can bid up to 26. I would come in here, even this Ricky Davis, I already have a bid on him. Yeah, all these cards, I would be really confident they will sell at 33. They will absolutely sell at 33. Just avoid a few, but you could spend 10 minutes, depending on your MT level, and just come in here and bid on all these guys. Just bid at that profit point. Hey, I think unless it's a certain card like Wesley Matthews or something like that, I think they'll sell at least 33. So let's just hit that profit point. Take 10 minutes to do it, and you might be surprised how many you win. And you can scale this down to any color. We can do it with diamonds. That might have been a little high. We'll probably end up winning that. But what's the cheapest diamond? It is probably going to be flooded with that new set. So that's something you just got to consider. But let's just see. It's probably like 12K. Still Troy Daniels. This guy has made a floor for himself. But again, some wild gems. Really closer to like 8. So go ahead and just try to win a bunch of diamonds on bid. Probably, there we go. Okay, so it's like 9K. So if you can win any diamond for 7K and below, it's pretty much guaranteed profit. Same exact strategy. Maximum bid will do like 6,700, 68. Why not? Boom. Any of these guys, this one's a little close to 9, but this guy's not. And I know for a fact I could sell him buyout, maybe even a little more than 9 because he's a wild gem center and he's a king. So yeah, we'll bid 87 on him. Might not be high enough. Look, it is though. Probably avoid some of these guys, but like this Tis the Season, Austin Reeves, this could be an absolute steal. He probably sells more than like 10. Maybe go up a little higher, not high enough. That's fine. I move right along. We know this Miles Turner, he's a bit meta, so maybe a little higher. And we got the bid on there. Again, you could just do this for all these cards, especially the ones ending, within the next 2 hours. That's really a good strategy. This guy's probably not a super expensive card, but watch, if you can win him for like 6K, you're going to make some profit guaranteed. Same with Gallinari. So just take your time, do this. It's a great way. There's 2 methods. You could do something like this and just set, find the floor with the maximum buyout and then search with maximum bid. Or my method that I also use, just go through the sets and just find cards like, okay, let's just see what's in Renaud right now. Anything worth bidding on? Not at this moment. On to the next. Zaire Williams. Anything worth bidding on? Yep, right here. 7 hours, a little bit long, but I'll bid like 5K. Because I know he sells at 7. His price has gone down a little bit. We've sold a lot in the teens, but as long as I buy 6 and under, we're in a pretty good spot. So a couple different options. Use the sets or just pop into the auction house and use some filters, but both are based off of bids. Really, the whole channel is about capitalizing bids rather than just trying to find snipes of buyouts. I think finding snipes for buyouts, this is so much more timely. I really do enjoy the bid method. All right, so that's some good ways to make MT today. Like I said, it's kind of a buy window. It's a unique time. We got a big set coming tomorrow. Find those deals. There's gonna be some really good deals over the next couple days, and we really start selling more and more Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is a bit of a buy cycle, so it's cyclical. And then we have even bigger cycles like, All-Star coming, seasons ending. That all impacts it. There'll be a time when we're trading pink diamonds like we're trading diamonds. We'll be trading diamonds like we're trading amethyst. We'll be trading galaxy opals like we're trading pink diamonds. We scale with it. We are, the only thing that is certain is change. And so we are always prepared for change. This is an evolving strategy, but that's what's fun. So please let me know down below what's working for you guys. I'm just one man. This is just my strategy. I think it's working. We're growing MT, but I know there's a lot of strategies out there, and even my strategy will continue to evolve. So with that, really a pretty chill day in MyTEAM. Get some greatness stuff done. Yeah, you're going to have to hop online. I'll probably get that done next. I just like to get it out the way. Take care of some challenges, move and groove in the auction house, and just keep an eye out for tomorrow. It's going to be a big set. We will have a daily video tomorrow, so don't worry. We'll break everything down for you then. We'll probably be live tonight, at least for a little bit, just hanging out, playing some games. So would love to see you guys there. Please do tap into the lives. It's a lot of fun. But I appreciate you guys. The channel's grown. We're at 350 subs. Really, it's been a whirlwind, and the channel is not 2 months old yet. Our 2 month birthday will be February 10th, so that's pretty exciting. And hopefully we're, maybe we'll do something special, 2 month celebration. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys. Please keep tapping in. We will be live tonight. We will have a daily video tomorrow. If you need answers on what to do in MyTEAM, how to grow your MT, this is the channel for you. Much love and peace.